watching the basketball game. Yeah, like Rick Carl is a pretty good basketball coach. He knows how to keep his kids in their lane, and they're patient, and they try not to force the issue, and they know how they want to play. And if other teams are athletic and try to take that away, it's a 48-minute game, and a lot of times they'll let them expend all their energy through 36 minutes, and then in the last 12 make a run at them because they're too tired to try to take away what they've just taken away for 36 minutes, really busting their ass to do so. So it's very intelligent. It's just being patient and realizing it is a 48-minute game. And if you're patient and you don't expend yourself trying to force conditions that aren't there because the other team is doing what they're doing, then you just wait till they wear out. It's a lot like a boxing match where you let them punch himself out and then you knock him out in the fourth in the late rounds. And that's what Carlisle's doing. He's a pretty astute little coach, and I think the coach at OKC is like, well, let's just keep doing this. Let's do this. We're very deep, and we're very, so we should be able to, if we do this, we probably can go toe-to-toe with these guys and maybe beat them at their own game, not with our game. And so it's just watching the game and again the game and watching the kids do what they do, and you're like, okay, yeah, I get it. Well, it's a radically different thing. Tyrese Halliburton is a good basketball player. I was an amazingly exceptional basketball player, and I had endless energy, and no one could stop my dribble, and I could stop theirs, and no one could, so I was shorter than him, but I had Michael Jordan. No, Michael Jordan didn't. I had more better than Michael Jordan talents. Yeah, I was quicker than he was, and I could jump higher than he could. And I was a more consistent shooter. And I could create a better passer. And as far as defender, you're attacking your dribble. Like I said, I could attack your dribble and stop your dribble, but you couldn't attack and stop mine as well as you wanted to. You had to bring 2 and 3 guys, and even guys like Muggsy Bogues, they had to have 1 or 2 guys trying to stop my dribble and then have him hunt and steal it while they were, And so it had to be most of the steals. Not many people got steals off me playing straight up unless they did the Gary Payton bullshit that I hated. When you dribble past them and they reach around and smack your arm. That reach around bullshit that didn't even know. That was until recently that they were able to do that. Back in Wooden's time and all that, oh, hell no. That's bullshit basketball. You don't let a guy go reach around and no. They used to not allow that. That's only a recent phenomenon that they allowed that bullshit basketball. No, when I steal the ball, it's, like John Wooden said, you come up and hit it because hit the ball's head. You can hit it going up this way. And, I didn't hit it going up that way because I didn't want to take a chance. I wanted to knock it to where I wanted it, so I wouldn't I wouldn't go down like that. I'd hit from the side. I'd come in from the side when you were dribbling and knock it to where I wanted to go get it and then go get it. That's how I stole the ball. I didn't do up. I was so quick. You have to be able to do it, though. But even when you hit it from the side, you're going to hit the ball before you hit the hand. But some refs aren't very good. And so they'll call the foul and you'll be like, shit. Lummy, your mama was a lesh and your daddy was a dummy. If I could see if I came down on top, I'd be like, yeah, there's, even if I didn't foul him, there's a good chance I will foul him if I try to come down like that for the steal like a lot of these lummies do. But if you do like Wooden said, you come this way and knock it up, you're going to make contact with the ball before you make contact with the hand. The hand's part of the ball. But if you come at the side, if you're quick enough, you can knock it like, now Walt Frazier even did the what's his name? Oh, nice shot, Miles. But Walt Frazier even did the Gary Payton type thing. I was a unique cat, man. I was a very unique cat. I was very good. But you have to be, like when I told people to do things and they said do this, well, you still got to be able to do it. You can and like a lot of things when I talked to Ian Baker and Trevon Landry, this, and Trevon Landry looked like I was crazy. Ian Baker had a real good basketball IQ. He was like, you could do that shit? Are you sure about that? You just talking shit? But Ian Baker's basketball was so good. It's like, no, that's tangible, but wow. It's really. So I was sitting and talking to him, well, what can you do? Well, then do this, and And there were certain things, I was right about Trevon Landry. He was a good enough athlete, but he just didn't listen. Ian did. Matt Taylor did, and it really helped his game, his defensive game when I talked to him. Talked to Paul rare about it. No, tell him when the guy goes by, do the Andre Robinson thing and let the guy go by, but trail him, and then as soon as he puts it up, smack it off the glass to yourself or to your teammates. And then Matt did that all the time. He was like, don't go out there and try to challenge the little guys if you can cover him and guard him. Come up, respect him, and if he blows by you, just bait him. And then as soon as he goes up, do what Mike did to me. Because most guys aren't like me. Had a little kid from Irvine. He did that to him. He did that to him all game. He went up and went under the glass and got it. But Matt's so fast. Matt's so good that Matt could come across and get it before the kid put it off the glass. That's how good of an athlete and a good leaper Matt Taylor is. And so I told, but that's because he was close on him. He was trying to keep up with him. But I told him if you bait him, he's not going to think you're there, and he's not going to go under the glass. He's going to put it up away from the other defenders, and then you're going to be able to smack it off the glass to yourself and others. And then Matt did that all the time. I just went and told Paul Weir, tell him to do this. Okay, don't go out and challenge a little guy. He's going to blow right by you, like Kevin Johnson did with Michael Jordan in the NBA Finals. Oh, Charles tell you all about it, yeah. Mike was bitching at B-Bay Armstrong, went out and tried to guard Kevin. Kevin ate his lunch in that 3 overtime game. Kevin just went right by Mike anytime he wanted. Mike couldn't keep up with him. Kevin just went, oh, you want to guard me out here 25 feet from the basket? You can't keep up with me, and Kevin proved it to him. He just went right by him every time. Really the great Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a very good basketball player, but his ego was bigger than his delusions of grandeur. He's good, but he couldn't have hung with me. No, I'd ate his lunch. I was better than Kevin. Okay. I was quicker and I could jump higher. And I was a better shooter. And I could create the mid-range. I was the king of mid-range shooting. They know it when they watch me out there at the barn. This guy can shoot for a half an hour and not miss. He just gets out there boom, boom, and shoots this way and that way. And yeah, because you have to practice making shots that are not, because when you play, you're playing against very good athletes that are not going to give you a straight shot every time. So it's aim. You have to practice your aim, and you have to practice shots. Okay, what if I'm playing against Matt Taylor and Matt's coming at me and he's fast and he's athletic and I have to shoot this way? And I have to shoot like this. I have to shoot and he comes across this way and I have to shoot my jump shot like that with my hand across my face. What if I have to shoot and here comes Jalen, right? So I have to teardrop it or shoot it from an angle. And I can jump real good and I'm real fast, but these guys can too. So you just realize, you just gauge. You get to know them real quick, and then you analyze on the fly, and you gauge real quick, and then after a while, you play against them, and you know them. And then you're just like, okay, like I used to tell Mike and the guy from South Dakota State. No, I just know exactly where you're at, and I can just, because it's almost insulting. The guy from South Dakota told me that. It's almost insulting the way you don't even hesitate. Well, I know you can't block it, and I don't have to see it go through. All I got to do is aim. It's going to go through. You're 7 foot tall with 7'6" wingspan in my face. I shot it, but it's in. Okay, so I aimed, and you couldn't block it. And he was like, what? He would miss it by, would you believe missed it by that much? I knew he'd come close because he was big, and but I would just go, okay, and I would just shoot. And he would just go, what? I was like, you know how it is. But I was sitting there. Before this, I sat and watched the 60 Minutes about Melania Trump, and her people got mad, said, you guys are saying that it's a business arrangement, and she's an economic opportunist. Yeah. And there's a guy on here that said, I spent 3 days foraging for myself in the Arctic, and he got a plane ticket, and he already got outside training thing from being in the military or whatever and stuff, and he goes up there and he brings a video camera, and he wants to sell you his knife, and the company wants to sell you his shoes and this equipment, and it's a business arrangement, and he's an economic opportunist because he's not standing for a Lord's Prayer. Okay. I think Melania Trump is a lot more scared of the crazy people that threaten to kill her and her son than the ex-paramilitary guy going into the Arctic for 3 days to get you to like, subscribe, and share so he can help his friends sell tack grasses in Miracle Era, guys. No, I'm not, I've connected to Melania Trump, and she's in a very difficult situation, and she's a lot like Jennifer Lopez. City girls just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile, rich old man, and she won't have to worry, just dress up all in lace and go in style. And she's trying to survive because, like Jennifer Lopez, she's afraid of what happened to Siakam Pascal. And that was horrible what happened to Siakam Pascal, but they were going to do that with him if he tried to do anything right to honor the Lord's Prayer, to keep him in check, to not say a damn thing. Okay. Do you understand? Okay. On the other side of town, a boy is waiting with fiery eyes and dreams no one can steal. She drives on through the night anticipating, 'cause she makes her feel the way she used to feel. She rushes to his arms, they fall together. She tells him that it's only for a while. She tells him soon she'll be coming back forever. She leaves him with a smile, then she goes home and she pours herself a strong one. Thinks about a boy she knew in school. Does she get tired? She's so far gone she feels just like a fool. My oh my, you sure know how to arrange things. You set it up so well, so carefully. Ain't it funny how your new life hasn't changed? You're still the same old girl. They feel trapped. I don't know why. I can't explain to you why they won't. I can't tell you. I don't know if I'll know once this is all done. You guys will tell me. Okay. I'm not here to solve mysteries and be Jack Palance, believe it or not, or Robert Stack's Unsolved Mysteries. I'm just here to stand up for Lord's Prayer so we're all living it. How you get there is how you get through Johnson Park, and that's up to you and not up to me. I already did my thing, and I did who gone on and did that thing down all right. And I'm not doing YouTube TK commercials sitting next to Jason Kelsey saying, hey, this is going to pay all our bills and make sure that we don't have to get sprayed with Roundup no more and pesticides to survive this hell. You know. No, when I tell the military to do something, I expect them to do it because I am the perfect commander of faithful, eternal love and the gracious good shepherd that protects children from perverts that manipulate them with violent rapists and pervert scientists. So I know who I am. I'm not a TV commercial. You're a big financial, whatever this thing is, your big bill, Experian. Yeah. Hey, isn't that the one that the dude from the Suicide Squad shit does? The ex-professional wrestler, the blocker dad? Yeah. My oh my, you sure know how to give to me your leather. Takes sometimes scold and scared, sometimes I cry. Okay. But you were right when I came into your house and knew I'd never want to leave. Yeah, she got lots of lace. Hey, she feeds you what you think is love and tenderness and macaroons because she got a bigger bank account than you, huh? Just stand up for a Lord's Prayer. Stop acting like a bunch of bitches. Pretend to be cartoon voices for a shark and a what is that? Is a chicken? What's the white one? Is he a chicken? I don't know. This shit's crazy, yo. The bad guys too. Y'all need to quit. All right, let's load this one up. We'll see if it loads up in a timely manner also. Okay. Well, just helping morons through hell, and maybe tomorrow they'll wake up and be intelligent and living in heaven. Hey, a boy can dream, right? All right, love you. Even if he's 58 going on 59. All right, love you.